Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Horror Debate. I'm Michael Mandy, and with me, as always, a legend in his own mind, Rowdy.
And in the ring, baby. And today, we got a special treat for everybody today. You're going to love this one. Feast 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Sloppy seconds.
Oh, that's right. I can't. You know what? I get those two mixed up. They're so similar.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. You know,
there was a lot of breaking in this movie.
It is sad to say that, isn't it? There was so many breaks in this movie. You know, I fell asleep twice, Mikey.
Really?
I did. I fell asleep twice. I don't know if it was because of the movie or because I was so darn tired, but it might have been a mixture.
That's what that noise was.
But there was something going on.
That's what that noise was.
You know, I mean, I don't know. You know, we went to the premiere in San Francisco
of the original
Feast, and we liked it.
Yeah, we were impressed.
We said, that long-haired dude is cool. That's what we said, right?
Yeah.
And then
Judah Friedlander, he was a riot.
And then later on,
great.
we said, hey, man,
Clue was
would
cool.
you like to do a debate?
Yeah.
And we didn't get around to doing that, but we did get to hang out with the dude and went to his improv show.
Yeah, we hung out with him in San Jose.
Yeah, he let us in for nothing, put us in the front row, and I swear to God, I thought we were going to get nailed all night long being in the front row. You know, but we didn't. He must have told people, like, don't mess with the horror debate folks. You know what I'm saying? But I love Judah. But anyway, I don't love this so much.
Oh, man.
Feast 2. Plot us, Mike.
Well, the plot of this film is, okay, at the end of the first movie, there were a lot of loose ends, like what happened to this one girl, what happened to, you didn't see everybody die, it's just you saw a few people die, and then they walk out and the sun's shining, they hop in the Trans Am and drive away. Well, this movie, the twin, identical sister of the biker chick who got blown up in the first movie, her sister, she shoots this dog because it's eating on the hand.
Split it in half.
Yeah, and she recognized the half tattoo, and so she matched it up. And it's played by the same girl. That's
Sister.
pretty. Yeah,
Sister, the tattoo said.
Right.
It was cool. It was like half on one and half on the other.
Right, and it's played by Diann Goldner, both parts. So in the first movie, she played, the one girl, and then in this movie, she plays her pissed-off twin sister.
Right.
I thought that was cool.
Well, pissed-off twin sisters are cool most of the time.
Yeah.
It adds a dynamic to it. It was kind of cool. It started out okay, Mike.
Yeah.
It started out okay. I was
right.
encouraged. I was awake. Then I got to the middle of the movie.
Well, the thing is with this movie is the budget was twice at least, because the first movie was only $1 million and it made back their return. That's why they made this. And
Judah made him make this. Yeah. You know he did. He twisted somebody's arm and said, I need another freaking horror movie. Yeah. And they said, okay, well, you did Feast 1 good enough. We're going to let you cameo in Feast 2.
Oh, man.
Did you love the way he was just like twisting his own nipples, Mike?
Oh,
Did you get into that?
He was in this dream sequence. It's like, we got to talk to him about this, man.
I said it during the movie. I said, I got to call Judah, man. Yeah. Something's wrong here, man. You know what I'm saying? But, it was fun to see him in there.
I think that was the most horrifying thing in this movie, was seeing Judah Friedlander with no shirt on, with his mouth open, sticking his tongue out, all in these throngs of passion.
Oh, we love you, Judah.
Oh, man.
Not that much, but we love you. We love you. You're a winner. You know?
Oh, man. But,
okay.
So the biker chick grabs Clue Gulager. He was the old bartender guy who survived, and she said, where did the Trans Am go? He says, in that town over there. So she goes looking for revenge.
Right. Any movie that's got a Trans Am in it, by the way, is okay in my book.
Mine too.
Just so you know that, okay? Smokey and the Bandit, the Gulager flicks, any number of other 80s flicks, I can dig it. Even more than the freaking, what do you call the thing in Back to the Future?
The DeLorean.
The DeLorean. Yeah, you know what? I got a buddy who named his daughter DeLorean after the car. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this movie has double the budget, and the director, John Gulager, he's got one solid film under his belt, and it's obvious that this film did take you a little bit further.
I got to say something right now before you go any further with the Gulagers. Okay, we got 3 Gulagers in this movie, right? We have 3 generations of Gulagers in this movie. We've got the old man with the eyebrows.
Yeah, Clue.
He didn't have a clue in this one. Okay, then we had John,
the director,
right? The director,
his son,
and then we had the seemingly the most normal out of the whole group,
Diann Goldner.
No, not her. Not by a long shot.
The wife of.
She was a trip. Then I'm talking normal. I'm talking about the other guy.
Oh,
The
right.
third Gulager.
Uh-huh.
The third amigo. He was you know,
Tom Gulager.
Okay, sure. But anyway, he seemed like the most normal in the special features. He was kind of giving some decent dialogue and stuff, but it was cool. What other movie can you say you've got 3 generations of your family playing it?
Yeah. So,
and in a movie with so many like boobs. You know, I mean, you got 3 generations of men standing there going.
But anyway, so the thing is, this movie had twice the budget. Why did it look half as cheap? I mean, this movie takes place during the daytime. They go to this town, and it's crawling with all these big monsters.
Right.
And they still never said...
The monsters were horrible.
They still never said who they were, where they came from, why they were there. They're just all over the place. And it looked like they were cut and pasted in from like a 70s... Seventh Voyage of Sinbad looked better than this.
Mikey, those monsters were bad. I thought I was watching something like back when I was a child in front of the tube. You know what I mean? Watching something on network TV.
I mean, the first movie just had someone hiding underneath a big, giant, ugly tarp with horns sticking out. That was more realistic than the bad.
In the first movie, they cut away from the monsters so fast that it was effective, even though it was probably still looking fairly cheap. It was still effective.
Right.
This one, you're looking dead on at them, and it looks like a bad Halloween outfit.
Yeah, I mean, not even that, but they're on. The survivors are trying to get off of the roof of this building. And you could obviously tell it was green screen because you could see the black outlines around everybody's head.
That's what we were trying to figure out when we were watching the special features.
It's like you couldn't film on a rooftop?
Wait a minute, we were trying to figure this out. You went to this town, right? And you were talking the town up as to how cool this place was, how cool the vibe was in this small town where you were going to film this thing. And all of a sudden, you're green screening everything. I guess it wasn't that cool.
I guess not.
You know, I don't know. I did see some of the residents. I had to laugh. Because, like, the scenes where, like, all the dismemberment was going on, like, out there.
That was funny. That was cool.
By the way, was that midget hung or what? But anyway, go from there.
Man.
But I'm looking at...
We were like, wow, that thing went down past his knees.
But I'm looking at some of the townsfolk from this town. I just had to slip that in there just to get you excited. Anyway, I'm looking at this lady looking out. She's like one of the real people that lives in this town, and she's looking out of her window at all the props of all the dismemberment, the heads and the intestines and all this stuff, and you're going, man, what is she thinking right now? She's like an older lady, from this small town America.
God, I hope she didn't see the guy the little midget wrestler guy run out naked.
Was that a prosthetic, Mikey? Come on.
It had to have been.
He could have tripped on that thing.
I mean, if he got excited, it would have lost all the blood to his body. The thing was half as long as his body.
Classic, dude. He was running and it was like steering him and stuff.
Oh, man, I tell you.
It was like a rudder,
It was like a gear shift. I can imagine if that guy was, wow, she's hot. No blood. Boom, and he passed out.
No wonder the chicks dig mini-me. No
Oh.
wonder he's got a sex tape up there.
Okay, this movie has got 2 midget Mexican wrestlers in it.
Yes, the luchadors.
One who Thunder and the other Lightning.
Yes.
Thunder is played by Martin Kleba. You might remember him from
Martin Kleba Lang?
You might remember him from the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I wouldn't remember Pirates of the Caribbean because I thought it sucked.
Part 2 and 3 really.
No,
good.
I thought it sucked. I didn't like it at all.
Well, he was in part 2 and 3.
I didn't like it at all.
Okay, but anyways, he was in that. That's where most people would recognize him from. He's been in a lot of movies, but I think he stole this whole movie.
Oh, yeah.
Every scene he was in, he was cool.
When he got catapulted.
Oh.
And he landed on his freaking face, started spitting blood, and then before he could even get up, they're like ripping his guts out of him, right? I was digging it.
And what was the first thing he noticed? They ripped him in half, and he looks down. What did he say?
That's right. Where's my balls? It was great. Great stuff.
This dude was cool. Every scene he was in, he stole it.
Yeah.
He would
Midgets do that. Why do you think McMahon's got midget wrestlers?
Hey, this guy, Martin, would kick Mini-Me's butt any day of the week, man. He'd walk up to Vern Troyer and smack him around and... who's your daddy now?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. But now, let's get back
to... Rey Mysterio's not much taller than those guys. Just so you know. Just so you're aware.
Did you like the fact there were midget wrestlers in this movie?
Yes!
I'm sure you did.
As soon as I saw the luchador outfit, he's in bed with his chick with his luchador mask on.
I know.
I said, I'd do that. That's what I said. I would do that, But, not for nothing, but,
Okay, so let's get to the actual movie. one thing that really irritated me. Okay, one thing that was cool in the first movie, which they expanded on in this movie. In the first movie, when they introduced a character, they freeze framed it, and then the words appeared that gave you their name and a little bit of bio information
I don't like
about
that.
them.
That irritated me.
Well, okay, but that was all right. But in this movie, they talk to you and tell it to you.
Yeah.
And that irritated me.
No, that's what I was talking about. The way they did it in this movie irritated me. Yes.
You know, like a girl will show up and all of a sudden now it's in black and white. Hi there, I'm the girl and I don't know this and I don't do that and I don't do that. Oh, wow, I guess I do.
Yes, but however, that midget's hung.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they didn't say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, and like Thunder and Lightning, we're the midget wrestlers and we got the key to the city and we're
hung.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I got to get off
Come
that.
on,
okay,
you know, they didn't need any of that.
Yeah, I know. I know. It was annoying. It was I wanted to just fast forward past all that stuff. I don't want to know everything before we get started.
I don't mind a little bit like in the first movie where it said, you know, Dave Johnson, the hero.
Dave Johnson?
What Dave Johnson?
What? Oh, I thought you said Dick Johnson. No. Okay, sorry.
But just whatever, just a guy's name and, you know, like when Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, Jason Mewes, out of work actor or whatever. That's all it said.
Yes.
You know, that's all we needed. But here, hi there.
You know what
I'm
we were
the
missing
hero
though, Mike?
of this film.
Mike, forget all the midgets, forget all the catapults, forget all the dismemberment. You know what we were missing in this movie though?
What?
We were missing Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
Judah Friedlander for the most part.
Yeah.
We were missing some of those characters from the first movie who made it happen for me.
I mean,
you know?
okay. You know,
we didn't have that. We didn't have that strong lead.
Yeah, I mean, having Clue Gulager carried over from he wasn't a strong lead. I mean, yeah, he was all right when he was banging the chick's head into the toilet.
That was cool.
Yeah, but how
many... There was a turd in the John!
Yes, there was.
What, did you notice that?
I watched that and I went, I don't think I've ever seen that in a movie.
Yeah.
Someone forgot to flush.
There was a floater!
Yeah, and the chick, Honey Pie, all she did was scream and cry throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they needed a good, strong character. Martin did his job. I mean, he was cool.
Every time you say Martin, I'm flashing on Martin Lawrence, man. Stop it, okay? Stop it. I'm not in Bad Boys here. Now, come on. No, okay. But we were missing characterization, I thought. You know, as much as they tried to give you some background of the characters when the movie first started, that annoyed me the way it kind of set up everything. And then, you know, you get into it, and I'm like, okay, so what? I'm not connected to any real characters here. I didn't care. You know what hurt me the most out of the whole flick?
What?
That baby getting flipped up and landed.
Oh, that was cool.
That was like, ugh, you know, and then it like pieces parts afterwards.
I know. I was watching that, just going, they're not gonna. They are.
They
cool.
are.
That I did like.
Well, you know, the thing about this movie is it's all about the taboos and the.
Right. This movie said we're going to break everything, even if it doesn't fit in logical sense.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, they capture one of the, they kill one of the alien monster things, and the guy says, "We need to find out. We got to know our enemy inside and out." It's like, why?
Yeah.
So let's open it. Gee, let's poke at this, and then
now I got.
Gee, now let's poke at that, and then something else bad happens. Gee, let's poke at this, and something else bad happens. It's like this is stupid. I hate to go back to the
gutter, Mike. I hate to go back to the gutter. But did you watch the special features with the dude having to attach the stuff?
Yeah.
And I'll just call it the stuff onto the costume, so the monster could walk around with these huge, humongous testicles. Did you see that? I mean, unbelievable. Dude was down there just trying to attach his piece on the dude, right? I'm sitting there going, that thing hung to his knees.
And what about the... Man, I tell you, I would sure hate to be the cat wrangler in this movie.
Oh, the cat!
If you do not like cats, you will like this movie.
However, if you like Blackie... Oh, you may be offended.
Yes.
You will be offended.
You will be offended if you're a cat person. That is... Oh, man.
Yeah, Mike, why did they do some of this stuff? Seriously.
Because they wanted to make it over the top.
Right, but I want to break it down.
And this movie was slapstick. The first movie went for horror, and this one went for the cheap jokes.
It wasn't even slapstick. It was stupid stick, and I'll tell you why. I won't tell you why. I'll say this. I thought they took all the wrong elements of the first movie and made them more bigger and
well, that's part of the rules of a sequel.
But supposedly bigger and better, they weren't better. And I thought they left some of the elements that were good out of the first film almost completely non-existent in the second film. It's like somebody just decided, you know, this movie, you know, we don't need that. Yeah, I don't get that. You had to know it was going to make it for a weaker movie.
Yeah, well, obviously they had a bigger budget, and yet this one had no theatrical release. It went straight to DVD.
Well, you can see why. Somebody paid for this and demand their money back.
Exactly.
You know? I mean, I got to admit to you, Mike, I did fall asleep. I swear to you, I did fall asleep. Nobody noticed. but I fell asleep, and I think I did it twice. You know, but the honest truth is, it was just so much splatter and just trying to get the shock.
Splatter for splatter's sake.
Right. Trying to get the shock. I mean, I get it.
I mean, not only did this shock, but when something really gross happens, and then everyone, you know what happens when you're a bunch of people and one person throws up, everyone else has to throw up?
That's what happened.
Well, this is what happened, but they freeze the camera on the most grotesque moment of the throwing up to make sure you go, did you catch that?
Well, I don't
mind. Okay, now we'll do that. Oh, did you catch that?
I don't mind the gore for the sake of gore, as long as it's done right.
As long as it makes sense.
I thought a lot of it made some sense, and some of it made no sense whatsoever, you know? And I guess it's okay, because they're going, it's the Dimension Extreme label, you know, so they're trying to go all out for this thing. Even in the special features, they were said, well, since we're on Dimension Extreme, now we can go out and do what we really want to do. You know, we can go cut absolutely loose, you know?
And that's cool by my book.
Well, it's cool.
But make it fit the movie.
Make it contextually fit. You know what I mean? It didn't quite do that. I thought this was very weakly directed overall. I'm not a fan of the Gulager directorial, you know, whole scene right now. I'm not digging it.
Why did you not like his style?
Because if he would have done it, I mean, it's
what he did with the story.
It's what he did with the story. Okay. It's how things were presented on screen. It came off very cheap and B-movie-ish. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was definitely B-movie. I did like the fact that the camera moved around a little bit more in terms of when like the people were running, and some of the camera angles were all right. That showed he grew from the first movie.
Yeah.
Because the first movie was very claustrophobic and very tightly filmed because they were in a bar the whole movie.
But see,
this one did go outside, which was cool. But this one had much more of the shakies in it.
But
that drives me nuts.
My opinion, okay, the first movie, the way it was shot, was more effective than the way this was shot.
Yes, because of the claustrophobic.
Went backwards. Okay. I think it went backwards. I think Feast 1 is still a much better movie.
Yes.
This movie, the acting wasn't that great. The special effects were okay. Too much splatter. Too much for the sake of just doing it. Not enough story. Not making you care about the characters. Just a lot of mistakes.
Well, it's like the biker queen chick. You know, she's going to find this dude to kill him in the Trans Am, and all of a sudden she's like the leader of the posse, and they're finding more people and teaming up. And I was sitting there going, why is she hanging out with all these people?
Right.
Why doesn't she say, get the heck out of here or I'll shoot you?
Doesn't make sense.
No.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think that wraps it up. That is exactly where I want to leave this. It doesn't make sense.
All right, how many stars?
I'm going to give this 1 star, Mike. I didn't like it much at all. I thought the acting was weak. I thought the production was okay at best. I don't even want to watch it again, you know? Feast 1, it had me to the point where things were moving so fast, and you were kind of clicking with this whole thing, and I was into the story, and I really loved Judah. I loved his performance in the first movie. How does it look now?
Yeah, it's like,
how do I look now? I loved that. They brought that to this movie, but it was stupid in this movie.
Right.
You know, it was just dumb. Everything that they should have brought over, they didn't. Everything they did bring over was, exemplified to the stupid 10th power.
Well,
okay, I mean, it was just.
It's because they were trying to make a sequel, and the rules of the sequel are more of the same, but more of the same.
No.
Bigger.
No.
More. Higher body count. And
bigger. Midget. Yes. Bigger they got.
Yeah. Having Martin was the only. I don't know. Like I said, when. It was just silly.
It was silly,
but I'm going to give it 1 star just because Dimension Extreme, they promised Extreme, and I did see things that
I don't know, Mike.
You know,
no. See, you know what I
seeing the baby.
The baby, yes.
And I was like, wow.
It was stupid, though. It was still stupid. And let me tell you, if they do that in a movie that's actually serious horror, if they go to that extent with the gore in a contextual fashion that fits the story, I'm going to be happy. Okay? I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be excited, like I'm not now, but I'm going to be excited about that movie. This movie it didn't do it for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to like it because I wanted to be able to tell Judah, hey, man. You
All
know,
right.
But dude, you know, it just didn't work.
No.
Sorry, 1 star.
1 star. All right, I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff. We will debate another movie next week at the Horror Debate.